Hi everybody, welcome to the premiere of The A Show. I'm your host, Alex Waimora. This show will hopefully be broadcasting to you every Wednesday for more dinner. Well, on today's episode we have the border profile, teacher of the day, and finally the message for the week. In border profile today we have Jonathan Fa'auli, one of the best first 15 St. Kinigan rugby player, and also one of the best bowling cricketer in the school as well. Jonathan Fa'auli comes from Samoa and he's a very, very talented young man.
My name is Jonathan Fa'auli.
Hey Jonathan, welcome to the A Show. It's
Thanks,
a privilege to have you here, the first person to be interviewed by the A Show.
Oh, cheers.
Well, to kick off things, I want you to just briefly give us a background of yourself.
Yeah, I'm full Samoan. I was born and raised in Mangere, Auckland, South Auckland, New Zealand. And spent half of my year at Te Lassau College, and the other half in hopefully the other half in St. Kinigan College.
Well, that's a very, very good background. About your sport life, can you tell us more about your sport life?
Yeah, when I was young, I grew up playing rugby. I still play rugby to this day. Play a bit of pool table.
Yep.
And ping pong now and again, table tennis, whatever you call it. Yeah.
So obviously you're like a very, very athletic person.
Nah, I wouldn't say athletic, but yeah, label myself as all good, humble boy. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
humble as it. Well, you're a boarder at St. Kinigan, Bruce House. So what is the house like? What's the boarding house like?
I'm very proud to be a boarder at Bruce House. I'm one of the lazy guys at Bruce House. So Bruce House has helped me immensely, especially study-wise.
Yep.
If I was at home, I wouldn't study as much as I would at Bruce House.
Well, that's a very, very interesting factor. In fact, I want to go deeper in this that factor where it says Bruce House has helped you into studying. Is it a contributing factor to a good life that you have, Bruce House?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, before we go, I want you just to talk about your hobbies. What do you do if you're not doing rugby, for instance? What do you
In
do?
my spare time?
Yep.
Alright, in my spare time, I like to spend time with my girlfriend. Nah, chicks.
No girlfriends at the moment, eh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Finish school first. At the moment, I just like to spend time with my family.
Yep.
And the boys.
Yep.
And but people don't know, but I always like to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me.
That's the one.
Yeah, just pump away to the gym.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Unfortunately, we don't have much time, but it has been a pleasure having you on the show.
Cheers. Sweet.
And this is crazy, but here's my number.
In Teacher of the Day, we have Mr. Middleton, one of the top teachers in English in the school. Mr. Middleton will share some of his own words. Hi Mr. Middleton, welcome to the A Show. First to kick off things, can you briefly tell us about your background?
My background, I'm an English teacher down at school. I've been here for 3 years.
Yep.
I've been in Bruce House for a year and a half, and I live just over the way, so I can keep my eye on you guys all the time.
Just a funny question to ask, like you're one of the top English teachers at the school, how does it feel like to be one of the top?
How does it feel to be one of the top? It feels very busy, looking after a lot of kids and a lot of teachers, but I enjoy it very much.
Okay, about Bruce House, how can you generally describe Bruce House in your own experience as one of the duty masters?
Smelly in the mornings, great food from Shobner,
Yep.
and always a laugh.
Yep. So what is your file, like one of the best thing about Bruce House to yourself as individual in this boarding house?
One of the best things I think is that it's a bit of a cliche, but we're like a family.
Yeah.
And it's great to see everyone getting on, making new friends, and gaining experiences that people will take with them for life.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, the A Show. It's a privilege having you on the show.
Thank you, Alex.
And finally on the episode, we have the message for the week.
Our Bible reading this week is taken from Psalms 88 verse 1 to 2. It reads, Lord God, my Savior, I cry out all day and at night I come before you. Hear my prayer, listen to my cry for help. That's our Bible reading this week. Before you go to sleep, always remember to pray. Thank you.
In the next episode coming up, we will fly all the way from Pacific to Asia, where we find a young Korean lad by the name of Jin.
And this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with